Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. So since last time I have taken level 12 on this guy, so making good progress here. And at level 12 I took spell penetration as my feat. And I also took Create Undead and Symbol of Persuasion as my two spells, both choosing spells that are rare arcane scrolls, of course. Okay. And so I'm back in the ruins of Freenal here. No messing around this time, I'm just going to shoot stuff to get through here. That's not right. Where's my combustion item? That is better. Alright, I think I'm going to finish off Freenal West this time, and then I might go do some of the Freenal side quests, get those cleaned up. Just need to restock my spell points a moment here. Okay. And I also inscribed Dismissal into my spellbook, which might well be the correct spell to be using against the renders in here. I'm going to give it a try, see how well it works. Okay. I suppose an obvious question here is what difficulty to do this on. I think I did the first two parts Elite, yes. In which case I should stick with Elite, I think. The third part is not really any more difficult than the second, even though it's 2 quest levels higher. Other than the one fight after the boss fight. Alright. My AC is starting to look distinctly not useful at these levels. I need a better suit of armor now. Or just to give up on AC and actually bother to cast Displacement, which I should be doing more often.
You hear rushed footsteps echoing up and down the excavation walls. It sounds like creatures from the deeper tunnels have overrun the upper levels.
Well, it does good damage against them. Got about 200 damage from that dismissal. Which is probably comparable to casting Eladars, which is the next best thing I have against them. Yeah, it seems pretty respectable. Wow, there are normally this many renders in this fight. I may not remember this quest as well as I thought I remembered it. Right, more methods in tow. keeping an eye out here for any sand methods. I'm very conscious of the fact that these sand methods were doing me light damage when I was in here last. And I've been getting seriously beaten up by light damage on this guy recently. So I'm taking it seriously. Well, the ice storms are doing okay against the flesh renders. Yeah, their spell resistance is pretty good. Yeah, it seems clear that dismissal just doesn't hit reliably enough against them. The spell resistance and their saves are enough to make it not very effective in here. Alright, I think I will have to go back to the shrine at the start in a minute. But let's get a few more kills in. Missed again. Well, that was good news. Managed to land at least one dismissal there. I would be much better off in Necrotic Ray in here. It does much better. It probably does reliable damage against these guys. I'm actually killing them mostly with my aura. Circle of Death is actually pretty reasonable too. Which makes sense given that I have all the Necro stuff, of course. Alright, perhaps I won't bother going back to the start. I've made it as far as this shrine. Alright, gotta be careful of the fire grates here again. I'm throwing protection on fire on just in case I misstep. Ah, the door's open over there. Alright, gotta be careful here, almost out of spell points. And this guy is not half so good without spell points. Alright, that's enough to get me through another fight or two. Alright, I should be able to clear this room down here, and then I can go shrine. Yeah, 2 renders, should manage that okay. And some gargoyles, alright. That's clever, I got down to -1 spell point. How did I manage that? Did they drain me a spell point or something? It was probably slightly risky doing that before shrining. I wasn't expecting any respawns up here, but if there were any, I'd have been in trouble. Definitely time to shrine. Okay. I don't know if casting protection from evil on my skeleton is buff that he wants, really. If anything, my party seems pretty evil right now. Perhaps I need protection from good. Right, not much is debuffing in here, so I should have extend on. Better. Okay. Of course, I could also throw on a stone skin here. That would soak up a lot of the damage. Now, are there traps here? For some reason, this makes me think it might be trappy. On the other hand, I do tend to find that I remember spots as being trappy because I've seen some other quests where they're trappy. What is my skeleton doing? Alright, there's going to be more trouble in this room. At least I was fairly sure there was more trouble in this room. Yeah, there we go, more trouble. Maybe that's not the side I'm looking for. Maybe it's over this side. I was hoping the render would get into it with the earth elemental there. Maybe they could both kill each other. Oh well. I think he might be active again. Even though elite those... Ooh, here comes trouble. I had a feeling there were more guys in here. A rare occasion where I'd actually like to pull aggro off of my skeleton. Both he and I are healing, so I'd quite happily have the damage spread around. I meant to swap in necrotic ray and forgot. A recurring theme in my videos, I think. Me forgetting to switch spells. Okay. Oh, wrong buff. Just buffing again in case there's a trap in here. I don't remember the traps in here that well, and on Elite the traps are going to kill me if I don't anticipate them. Alright, this may get exciting. Wow, the F elemental came through that with not much damage. See, this is why I don't make much use of displacement. I think having the Death Aura on is much more useful on this guy most of the time. Both together is even better, but I found the Death Aura is usually enough on its own. Alright, here's where it gets unpleasant. Cold resist on for the what is the end boss here.
Swirled up from the stairs.
Shield, because he probably throws magic missile, or at least some of the cold enemies do. Alright, that went just fine. The real tough fight though is the two guys at the bottom of the stairs here. For some reason they're always the hardest part about this fight. I've never truly figured out why. They were much easier than normal. I think I accidentally dropped acid fog there. That may be why they went down quite fast. Multiple AoEs working on them. Not how I usually play that one. They're not very dangerous in melee, those guys. They're the same as all the other renders in the quest. I mean, mildly dangerous, but not seriously. I'm suddenly nervous about traps again. Nope, seems safe. Alright, I might as well shrine here. Yeah, it's not the melee damage on those guys that's dangerous, but sometimes they do... I'm not quite sure what it is that they cast. It's something like horrid wilting. They do a lot of ranged AoE damage that can catch people out on Elite, because they hit for 40 or 50 a time. And I meant to and forgot to swap spells again. One day I will remember. I clearly don't need to swap spells though. I'm doing okay. I just would rather have Necrotic Ray now than Dismissal. Only 10 cleansers to go, so not too much more to do. Yeah, I thought there'd be more guys around here. Alright, that's the time for displacement. That's more cleansers than I was hoping for. Okay. Yeah, my Death Aura is a pretty significant part of my damage in these close fights against lots of enemies. Way more than my melee damage now. A bit too slow taking off the charm there. That looks like it could be an interesting item. Is that guy still alive? Alright, I think this side is clear. And we must have pulled most of the guys from this other side. Nice, a crystal decanter. That's like my prize for beating the dungeon, right? I hope it has my name engraved on it. That's fine, I didn't need him to pull it, I just needed him to go up here and check there were no traps. Sweet, leveled up on Gargoyle Exterminator. And I've now got enough inventory to carry the crystal decanter around. Oh yes, I did hit a switch back there. That must have been opening the way forward. Alright, any more surprises back in this room? Come on, you'll be too slow. It's AoE waiting for you. Right, still got plenty of protection on, just in case something surprises me down here.
About this rope. The blood on the floor hints at a variety of horrors.
Alright, pretty nice XP there. And that was a pretty good end fight. Must have been about 6 renders in that room. The Circle of Death was actually quite handy. Once you get a group of them close together like that, Circle of Death actually starts to be useful. Alright, that is 3-0 West completed. Nice. See you next time.